The United States has imposed a fresh 10% tariff on many goods imported from India. But here's the catch. India was initially set to face an even higher tariff and managed to avoid it after changing its trade rules. So what happened? The Trump administration has announced new tariffs of 10% to 12.5% on imports from 60 countries, saying they do not have adequate measures to stop the import of goods made using forced labor. India is among 17 countries facing the lower 10% tariff, while countries such as China, Japan, South Korea, and Vietnam will face the higher 12.5% rate. The US reviewed countries under its trade laws to assess how they deal with imports linked to forced labor. During that process, India amended its foreign trade policy to ban the import of goods produced wholly or partly using forced labor and adopted the International Labour Organization's definition of the practice. The US took note of those changes and moved India into the lower tariff category. The US is India's largest export market, with Indian goods exports worth over $87 billion last year. The additional tariff could affect sectors such as textiles, apparel, leather, and engineering goods, although several products, including some energy, food items, and goods already covered under separate US tariffs, have been exempted. For now, Indian exporters will still face an additional 10% tariff. But India's policy changes helped it avoid an even steeper duty, showing how domestic trade reforms can directly influence access to global markets. Follow Business Standard for more such stories.